though, my brothers, sisters, even though Cain was cursed, Cain threw to the ground was cursed, but his talent was not cursed. You see it that way? So, because God, he's a faithful in all his words. So his principle work for anybody, even those say they don't believe in God. They use the principle of God. It works because his principle work for anybody who apply. Remember here what he say. He say the Lord is faithful in all his words, and he is kind in his works. So when you put his works and apply his words, that's the. So Cain, even though Cain was cursed, but his principle was not cursed. Cain applied the God principle, and then he used his gifts. Cain built a whole city. So no matter how you're cursed, God principle work for everybody. Just he says, his mercy is over all that he have made. His mercy. You see that, right? His mercy works for anybody, for all flesh. So now, how do those that don't believe in God they are prospering? Because they apply the principle of God. Because he says his word, he's faithful. He's faithful. So if you go speak tongues, you go to church 6 hours, 5 hours. But if you're not applying and the principle of God, the gifts God gave, because he said to store the gifts, not to neglect the gifts. So you see, Cain did not neglect the gifts. Even Cain could not do no more garden. Cain could not go to do the farmer on what he was doing before he killed his brother. But now Cain says, okay, I have other gifts that I'm going to apply, and I'm going to use the principle God has given to me. When anything you do in this world, God is behind everything that he have created, because his mercy, his glory work for anybody. He will protect you when he come, because he cannot deny himself. You know that God cannot deny. So whatever you use his principle, that is funny today.